Now let's move on to construction of shapes and forms. So the quickest way to get to that is this palette here, which um, has rectangles, rounded rectangles, ellipses, and circles, um, polygons, stars, and even lens flares. Um, so let's start with the ellipse tool. And the ellipse tool works in kind of the same way as the drawing the square and rectangles works, is that you just click and drag and it starts creating. If you hold the shift key, it will keep it in a perfect circle. And you can continue to scale until you decide what you think is a good size. And I know I need to rotate it around. There we go. And so then I've got this randomly sized circle. But if I want an exact size circle, go back, click the tool, and then just click once. And then it pulls up the prompt to ask for the size that I want. So I'm going to say that I want 5 tab 5 and hit OK. And it created a somewhat smaller circle here. I'm going to get rid of the big one here. And so now I'm going to just show you some simple ways of joining things and cutting things from this shape. So the palette that you'd want to pull down for that, which is most useful, is the Pathfinder tool. This has a lot of tools in it for aligning objects, for transforming shapes, but what we're most interested in this point is joining, subtracting, intersecting, manipulating solid shapes from one another. So, starting off with this circle, I'm going to make a long ellipse like that. Lay that over top. And I think I'm going to create another one, so I'm going to use a standard copy and paste function, which is the same in a lot of softwares, is Command C and Command V, which creates another piece and just drops it somewhere on the page. When you have the snaps aligned, then you can drag it over and line it up relatively in line with one another. So now you have two of those shapes. But I'm going to do two different things with these. This one I'm going to select, and then I'm going to select that, holding shift to select both at the same time. And then I'm going to click the first one that is Unite. And that joins them together into one shape and trims off the excess that wasn't necessary in that case. Now I have this one, and oh, and the other thing to note is it brought the joined piece together into the front. So for the sake of my next operation, I want to right-click. I don't know if I can do that. There we go. Come on. So it brought that joined piece to the front, and now that other circle is in the back. But I need this one to be in the front again. So you hit the Command and bracket, which is just past the P character, the P key on the keyboard. And that will bring it to the front or bring it to the back, depending on which bracket you're hitting. That's now in front, and then I'm going to hit Shift and the other shape. Now I'm going to use the other shape tool, which is the minus front, and that will use that shape to chop a section out. And that is one whole piece. So you have that solid shape to work with. There's no other manipulation you have to do for the sake of having that laser cut.